This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time, and when I'm not meeting Mrs. Jones in that cafe for a chat and nothing else, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Northwest Film Forum's Collective Power Fund is now open for grant applications. Grants are starting at $2,000 up to $10,000 for individual or artist collectives. The annual grant cycle focuses primarily on supporting art that incites public dialogue, pushes boundaries, explores genre fluidity, speaks its truth through an authentic perspective, and is often non-traditional, anti-institutional, socially responsible, or disruptive of any existing structures and conventions. Learn more and apply at collectivepowernw.org.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the cabinets, from Big Poppy.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Sergio LaCour's Love Line.
It's Sergio's Love Line with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince, Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Night Beat with Nasty Nets Rodriguez.
The beat of the Fox. K-Fox Night Beat, Nasty Nets.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Star Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening sound sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is Tyrone with God Is, and the inspiration of gospel music also on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We give out free food each and every Saturday from 11 to 2. And so we want you to come on out and support us when we love on your community. And we also have a fish fry once a month. We want to raise funds, put back into the community. And so come on, support us. We need your love. And also, if you want to be connected with us, go to Rainier Avenue Radio.world, to the website, Facebook, Instagram, and God Is. And as God Is got a website, we need your help, community. So come on out and get your free food each and every Saturday it is. And so we asking for donation, whatever you feel to give from your heart to the mind. And as we doing it right here for you, go to our website and touch love and give back. And so come on by 810 23rd Avenue, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your community radio station, the inspiration of all the things we do in your community.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at RainierAvenueRadio.world.
What's good? You're locked into fresh juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm D Money.
What's up? It's Pint Patron. ID yourself, you heard?
Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, with interviews,
new hip hop and R&B, straight from Washington streets and worldwide.
Don't go nowhere. Here's the first song.
I was buried alive but decided to break the casket. Remembered who I was, then decided to take action. Me and hip-hop is like Gandhi with the fasting. Dusted off my suit, then hit the blunt with the matches. Magnificent beast, habit for killing beats. Established that I'm a savage, my palace is underneath. Chalice is full of Alice, fight malice upon the street. Armored Jeep, staying calm as my arm on some conquered sheep. I'm deep as a megalodon sheep. I'm unique, cause I do what I do, and then I speak. Pew, get away from my throne, because you reek. I'm trying to rake all this cake in my face, the snow is sweet. See my blood dripping, it's what the game's been missing. I must complete the mission and elevate my position. I stopped the wishing, it's back to building the vision. Mental mechanics, I needed a new transmission.
When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. Have you blared this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal Woods and Intel, they know where it's at.
When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. Have you blare this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal Winds and Intel, they know where it's at.
I bring pain upon the brain with these words that I spit, like ripping gold chains off the heads of fake rappers and shit. Take it up one more notch, snatch the jewel out your temple. Ain't in this for the choreo, I murder instrumentals. Straight up ruthless on the microphone and lethal on the track. Taking out all these jokers like a vigilante bat. It's like that, look at the stats and do the math. Whenever Primal rock a show, you'll know where it's at. All your jewels and your money ain't none of our concern. A real MC knows that fame and fortune has to be earned. Another match between mortals, traveling realms, losing portals. Stomping zoomers to the ground, tearing arms off like Laura. We make music for the streets, not for the elite. police. The beats are for the gangsters and the rhymes are for the beats. With Intel on the track, we getting ready to attack. The ultimate collaboration with the woo in the back. When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. How you blare this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal wits and Intel, they know where it's at.
When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. Have you blare this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal wins and Intel, they know where it's at. I'm a rap vigilante in a black Comanche. Renegades are back, make it snap like a banshee. If you're in a path, get trampled by a stampede. On track so fat, doing laps in the Grand Prix. His rap speak for itself, leave a scrap heap. Best keep your mouth shut when in the backseat. This a death match, not a track meet. You're like a bunch of little boy bands, Backstreet. Tired of the psycho babble, grab the mic and battle. Drop it like a gavel, see how far the light will travel. Not easily bedazzled, the devil puff tobacco. To grapple with the best, his rhymes are tough to tackle. I use the force, like I'm Obi-Wan. Sometimes I go overboard, Goldie Hawn. Get that crowd control response like he hold a gun. If you're loving what we doing, there's more to come.
When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. How you blare this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal wits and Intel, they know where it's at.
When the party get down, this is where it's at. That golden era sound, this is where it's at. Have you blare this back, kick, snare, and clap. Primal wins and Intel, they know where it's at.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice. Yes, sir. 9:04 p.m. It's time to do some new hip hop, new R&B talk, and we're gonna have a business edition. We got a couple of people in the music business here in the Northwest. In studio, we'll have Caleb Brown, an artist manager, and will also be a return. Well, actually, we last had him on the show as an artist back in 2019 or 2020, can't remember. But Jamwell Sackson, also a returning guest from the South End. He's a producer and a promoter. So, and breaking news, y'all, we will have, and I literally just got the phone call about 20 minutes ago, but Carlos Santana's lead singer Tony Lindsay will be joining us live before we debut his new R&B track. So lots in store, y'all. Pint-sized Patron is on his way. Also, ID Yourself is the third member of the team, but I go by D Money. And we are the host of Fresh Juice. If it's your first time ever tuning in, there's new hip-hop, new R&B every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, the Rainier Avenue Radio app on iPhone and Android users, and also on the Rainier Avenue Radio website, rainieravenue.world. You can also check us out in the Facebook group. Go facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to bring in our guests one at a time, and we're going to go with in studio first. So bringing on our guy, we were actually supposed to have him last week, but some things went down, and we're glad to have him back on the show after a couple of years, but he's also now become a producer here at Rainier Avenue Radio as well. So let's bring in Caleb Brown.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, y'all?
It's good to be back, man. It was a different world 2 years ago.
Yeah,
like, really.
Yeah, I think we had you before pandemic.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, I literally dropped the album and then the world shut down. So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy though. But it's dope to have you on the show. I know we're excited to talk some some music business with you.
Yeah, man.
And we're going to talk it also with our other guests, man. Joining us from that South End, man, Jamwell Sackson.
What's up? How's it going?
How's it going, Jamwell?
It's good. It's great. How are y'all?
It's good to have you. I think the last time we had you on has it been a year or less, or?
I think it's been about a year. Yeah.
It's been a year. Okay. So 1 year since you've been on, and 2 years since you've been on. Man, lots to catch up on. So, but how's your guys' week been?
I've been resting, man. I was on the road all 7 days last week.
Woo!
It was brutal. We hit Tri-Cities, Spokane, all over the place here, and Vancouver, Canada last week. So I've been like working from home, just chilling, doing some emails, like just doing a lot of paperwork at home because, man, that road life is a lot. Like, it is exhausting. Like 7 days of that, I'm like, dang, like 180-day tours. Like, I gotta start training harder, man.
And I know somewhere in the middle of there is a very good reason why you weren't able to join us for episode 600 last week.
I was so bummed, man. Yeah, my artist David July out of Vancouver was coming down from Vancouver to here, and literally they shut down like all of I-5 from Marysville to, like, I don't know, it was like Everett to Marysville, Arlington, something like that, 10-mile backup. And we were supposed to hit the studio. We were supposed to do photo shoots. We were supposed to do this, all that. It was, and he didn't have any like cellular data at all because he's from Canada, and we're trying to fix that.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I literally went on MapQuest, like actual, like paper MapQuest, and tried to get this kid directions, but like it still didn't work. And so we had to wait it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
It was. Yeah, dude. I was like, it literally hit like 11:30, something like that. I was like, oh, bro, I was supposed to be on Fresh Juice tonight. Like, dang it. I was so mad. Like,
how's the week been for you, Jamwell?
It's been good. Just creating a bunch of new music. Started a new job at the Tumwater Cultural Center there, working with the community, and landed a few DJing gigs, birthdays, and it's been good. Like, just going through life. Just actually had a new baby. I got
congratulations.
No big deal.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely.
So it's been good, just working with the community and making a bunch of food and like just trying to give back as best as I can.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it's been good. Yeah. A lot of real surreal stuff going on, a lot of good positivity, and like meeting such really cool people and like super enlightening. It's been super surreal. Yeah. It's a good week. It's been great.
Good energy, man. Good energy. You guys are both bringing on some good energy here. Lots of stuff going on, and I'm more of a chill week for me. But I know I made a huge discovery this week. I was doing some grocery shopping, and I think I found my new favorite ice cream: cinnamon churro ice cream.
What?
Daniel, I saw on your IG you were like, somebody needs a raise.
Someone really does need a raise, man. That is delicious as hell.
Who makes that ice cream?
It was a Safe Place Select thing.
It's got to be someone who smokes weed makes that. It has to be. A sober person did not come up with that flavor.
Cinnamon churro, yo.
Cinnamon churro ice cream.
Highly recommend cinnamon
That guy
churro.
was shopping hungry.
Our listener Miles Salvador is giving you some love, Jamwell, for your baby right there. Oh, that's not
that's not the person whose baby it is either.
It changed on me real quick, but yeah,
it's my baby.
Oh my God. All right, man. Great show planned for y'all. Number 601 of Fresh Juice, April 13th. You know what it is. We're going to be live until 11. And when we come back from our next song, we're going to dive in with Jamwell here and see more about what he's been up to, and maybe some of the things that he's learned recently as he's been diving here into the music business. But right now, though, we're going to play some R&B from Jamaica, of all places. This is Open Soul.
Bring it.
On Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. New song from him called No Sense, but I promise you it'll make plenty.
There's something I don't understand. You first said I love you, know I'm left on red. I don't know why I try to get to you. Called your phone, can't get through to you, no. You held me like you couldn't let go. Kissed my lips like you needed dare, so I fell for you, cause it felt true, oh. How is it you love me first, but I end up hurting? You made me promises, but I'm here deserted. Wait, this makes no sense. Why do good things come to end? Oh, can you explain to me? Yeah. And baby, this makes no sense. No sense. No sense. And baby, this makes no sense. 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 I've given you right, but you left. Try to make up for your past, but you wanted the next. Loving me clearly the issue. What sucks is that I do still miss you. Yeah. Did I not meet your expectations? Two souls with two different vibrations. I fell for you cause it felt true. Oh, how is it you love me first, but I end up hurting? You made me promises, but I'm here deserted. Wait, this makes no sense. Why does good things come to end? Oh, can you explain to me? Yeah. And baby, this makes no sense. No sense. No sense. And baby, this makes no sense. 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 It's like my purpose is lessons, make you better for the next one. Oh, it's like my purpose is lessons to make you better for the next one. How is it you love me first, but I end up hurting? You made me promises, I'm here deserted. Wait, this makes no sense. Why do good things come to end? Oh, can you explain to me? Yeah. Baby, this makes no sense. No sense. No sense. Baby, this makes no sense. No sense. No sense. Baby, this makes no sense. No sense. No sense. This makes no sense. No sense. No sense. You held me like you couldn't let go. Kiss my lips like you needed dirt, so baby, this makes no sense. Baby, this makes no sense.
I promise you, though, that song made a ton of sense. By Open Soul, No Sense, coming out of Jamaica, R&B music on Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Here with our guest of the evening in studio, Caleb Brown, artist manager, and Jamwell Sackson, promoter, producer, and DJ. Yes, DJ too. Let's not forget that. Yes, and 9:15 p.m. If you like the music on this program, we do run a Spotify playlist. You can go download and like on your Spotify. Fresh Juice Mix 2022. It's organized by Patron. It features the music from tonight and also our past editions as well. So you can go lock that in on Spotify. Fresh Juice Mix 2022.
I'm doing that right now, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's serious mix. It's all down.
Yes. Yeah, Jamwell knows how we do. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, man. So as we touched right at the beginning, Jamwell, you know, you I think the first time you came in, you were just starting to get up into that industry, man. And I'm sure you're learning some major lessons right now.
Big lessons, like more like on a professional level, like, you know, like I've been doing this by myself for over 18 years, Mr. Antisocial, stuck in a room. So it's like, so it's like when you get in a room with somebody, it's like opening your chest and it's like you showing your soul. Like, so it's like, it's been a very huge learning experience of like sharing that art and like creating in front of other people and like learning their styles, their tempos. Like, it's been super surreal. It's like, it's been wild. So it's like, it's super personal for me to like be able to like share that art with other people and then like work with other artists. And that's like how you tap into other people's souls and stuff like that, if you will. It's crazy.
Yes, and I mean, how much did you have to psych yourself up, to put yourself out there, and especially on that business perspective, on people being able to take you seriously?
Like it's definitely like a time and a place thing, and so it's like, like you have to be a good listener. Like if you want to really learn an artist, you really have to sit back and just remove some pride, and just let them speak and just really get a feel for them, and just kind of just remove yourself and like, what you can do and what you can control, and just, just totally just submerge yourself in that person so you can just like create for them, like it's crazy. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's been wild.
I don't know if you can jump in there real quick, Caleb, but what about you? I know you've been doing it for some years now, but when it comes to approaching someone on a business type of level, like psyching yourself up, making sure that people take yourself seriously, how do you get up into that?
Yeah, I just upped the way I dress recently. I used to wear like straight up like Mariners. I still love my Mariners gear. And I've got like my Mariners pin on here still. Like, that's not going away.
Let's see if I can get a close up of that.
Yeah, where is it? Like, okay, yeah, I still keep the Mariners like on me, but like, yeah, I wear suits and like button ups and like real nice stuff now. I mean, that comes for a lot of reasons. I mean, like, I never want to take myself too seriously, but I also want people to know that like I'm about it. And just another, I mean, I don't drink on the job at all. So like, I work in nightlife, man. I go to 5-6 events a week, hella meetings, all kinds of stuff. And so like, I mean, when I first dived into management, I was like, yeah, I'll just have a drink, and I'll just have a drink. Like, and then you're drinking like 5-6 nights a week. And so, I mean, just like things like that. And honestly, just the way you approach people, whether like, I don't DM for business at all. So if I'm trying to schedule a meeting, if I'm trying to get it, especially if you're trying to book shows, just make things happen. Like, don't just, drop a DM or drop a comment. Like, there's a place for that, but communicating by email and just being professional with communications. Like, use the lingo, use email etiquette, have a signature, just all sorts of things that are going to get you taken more seriously in the industry. It's just a level of professionalism. And I'd say above anything though, you got to understand it's a business, and like you got to come into it like a job. Like, I am at work right now. Like, I'm at work, I honestly believe I work 24 hours a day. Not to say that like, I don't
get
like
some sleep in there somewhere.
No, not to say that like, so, and people are like, you don't work 24 hours a day, you eat and sleep. I'm like, well, yeah, but like, that taking care of myself, that eating and sleeping is a part of my job. Like, I can't be a good artist. I can't be a good artist manager if I'm not eating and sleeping and taking care of myself. So like, even when I'm like, just doing something I like, watching like stand up or, Mariners game, whatever, like, that's still that self-care to make me the best artist manager I can be. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do to separate yourself. It's just small things like that.
Man, the approach is everything, man. I mean, I can think about my many years here in radio and the way that artists have come out at me, and they might send an email and like, hey, play my new track though.
Yeah. No intro. Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I don't play it. So
I used to laugh. Now I just like it
works.
The shrug and cringe. Like, all right.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. My mom checking in there. Hello. Yeah.
What's up, Daniel's mom?
Yeah, right. She comes every week, man. That is super supportive.
I see her. She's be supporting you. My mom does the same thing.
She supports you? Good. Well, what about you, Caleb?
That'd be real awkward if she didn't at this point. Like, so does your mom support you, Caleb? No. Well, anyway, next song.
Well,
Did you know that I hate my mom?
The reality is, most of us in this business don't have supportive parents.
Well, and that's, man, there are things that you can. It goes back to professionalism. Like, there are things you can do. Like, I'm just now earning like my parents' respect as somebody who works in music, because most people that say they do music don't. Like, period. Like, it's releasing like songs from your basement and putting them on SoundCloud and like expecting something to happen is like, that's most like quote musicians out here are just like, no promo, or even like, you could put it on Spotify, and honestly you can even buy your streams, but like, you have to be able to show that like you can not only do this professionally and take this with a level of professionalism, but also like make money off of it.
Yes.
There's no shame in like working a 9 to 5 at all. I have no issue with that. But also like, if you're, just dropping money you don't have to make music and expecting it to pay the bills, like, it's not going to. So like, my parents are starting to support me like quite a bit now that they see I have, an established business license, and I pay taxes, and like I dress nice. And then above all, like, I can pay my bills off of it. So my parents are starting to support me, but like that took, I've been saying I've been doing music for like, I don't know, 15 years. and then I've actually been in the industry for like 7, and then I've actually been in the industry for like 4 or 5. So it's, if you can show them that this is a true job, it'll probably earn your parents' respect. But
it's cool to have that outside support of like, because what you're doing and what we're doing and what Daniel's doing is totally different from a lot of people's in our family, because guaranteed they're not doing the same thing you're doing. You know what I mean? So sometimes that respect, and like, like, and believe in you, which encourages you to keep going in the thing that you're passionate about.
Yeah. And even like on that topic of like familial support, like I meet with my artist families and show them that because if you can have their support, that changes everything. But even if you like, I meet with my artist families to show them that like, this is a business. Like, your child, however old they may be, this is their job. Like, this is what they're doing now, because my artists are at that level of professionalism. They are at that, like, they're at a point where they can begin to monetize their craft. And honestly, once you learn to put, then I know this is going to be like the reel and the screenshot of this whole thing. But like, once you see how the music industry truly works, and you learn to actually play the game, it's just a matter of taking the steps. It's just it's purely a matter of execution and doing what you have to do. Like, there's no, like, I have no doubt that my artists are going to be some of the biggest in the world, and that my company is going to be massive. It's not an ego thing. It's just I understand how
it's not even an egotistical thing. It's a confidence thing. And it's like, that's the way you have to think if you're going to be successful, is to know that you already have it.
Yeah. And it's just like, there's a way this game and this industry works. And like, once you see how the industry works from like the top down, from like kids releasing on SoundCloud with closet recordings to the top of the top, like working on Gunna's algorithm for Spotify. Like whatever, when you can see how all those pieces work, and then you can use them for yourself, and it's really just a game. It's how you just play it, follow the rules, and you'll have that success. It's not even a question for me at this point. It's just a matter of taking these steps. Like, I know what my 2025 looks like. I know what my 2026 looks like, and the festivals we're targeting in 2027. So, like,
wow, that is 5 years out, y'all. He has women always want to ask about what's your 5-year plan, but this guy's got his business on his 5-year plan.
It's more than that. It's honestly more than that.
I know. I'm making light of it, but yes,
it's true. Yeah. It's a chess game, man. Like, when people are like, not checkers, this is chess.
Not checkers.
But like, I can list my 12 moves right now. like the exact 12 moves that I'm making this week and next week, and more. Wow. Like it's easy. It's just a game.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And a lot of people don't know that, and so it's like we got to let that be known so more people can like learn how to operate that way too. So
well, you got to be open to learning it. When I sign an artist, like above anything at all, what I look for is like the ability to learn and the ability to work and learn, because like I can't say like I have it all figured out. Like there are so many pieces of this industry that I still am learning and figuring out, and there's so many people, and like I could talk laps around some of these artists with like business things. And then and Saturday night I was kicking it with a couple of guys and they were running laps around me. And it actually put me right back in my place.
Wow.
Like it was just a nice conversation. Like I wasn't even saying anything. I was just listening to these guys talk and soaking up some game from them. And I mean, these are like big cats out here. Like the big names, you know, I shouldn't drop any names, but like the big guys out here, and I'm not talking like Numos big, I'm talking like Climate Pledge big. So yeah, man, you just gotta be willing to learn and listen to is a huge thing.
Man, well, we are definitely going to keep up with this business talk, but for right now though, we're about to take our first break. We want to give some shout outs real quick. KZ checking in real quick.
KZ.
Also want to give love to Kevco America, Jocelyn Vela Sangle, as well as, let's see here, John Mark Beauchamp. Appreciate you all tuning in to tonight's program. Also later on, Carlos Santana's lead singer, Tony Lindsay, will be making an appearance. So stay with us live until 11 p.m. We got Caleb Brown in the studio. We got Jamwell Sackson checking in as well. We're talking business and the Northwest music scene and more. Stay with us live. Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice here in Seattle.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not explaining to my intern exactly what R&B is, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my noise.
Peace.
Hi, I'm Mac McGregor, the host of the You Can Make a Difference show, which airs live every Friday at 12 noon PT time. On the You Can Make a Difference show, we shine a spotlight on people who are doing amazing things to make a positive difference in our communities and in our world. We talk about what inspired them to do the work and what inspires them to keep going, how they got their start, and how you can, if it inspires you, plug into their work. We can all do something that makes a difference. So tune in every Friday at noon to the You Can Make a Difference show with Mac McGregor.
My name is Josephine, and I live in Renton, Washington. Even after getting COVID in 2020, I still did not want to have anything to do with the vaccination. There was much fear in the African-American community. Before you do anything, pray. And make sure that you're praying to get the answer and not praying to get your answer. Reconsider, asking yourself why you are hesitant about getting it.
To learn more, please visit weconsiderwa.org.
Yeah, it's your boy M.
vibe at Rainier Avenue Radio. Rainier Avenue Radio with fresh juice. You already know how they do. Bringing the 5th to the 3rd on a major scale with D Money, Pint size Patron. ID yourself. So tune in and stay tuned to this freak, baby.
Got that honey skin that glows on its own. You've been pushing way too long. Your attitude can't do no wrong. Your love is all I need. Don't want no cream in my coffee. No cream, no cream, no cream. That caramel is right for me. Don't want no cream in my coffee, baby. Brown sugar is all I need. You are more than your body. The world wanna copy what got me on that very 6th day. Got that strength in your chest. Your natural lips are the best. Your loving is all that I need. Don't want no cream in my coffee. No cream, no cream. I don't want no. That caramel is right for me. Don't want no cream in my coffee, baby. Brown sugar is all I need. Brown sugar is all I need. Got that honey skin that glows on its own. You've been pushing way too long. Your attitude can't do no wrong. Your love is all I need. Don't want no cream in my coffee, baby. Brown sugar is all I need.
Boom, boom.
All right, Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice. You know what it is. When you talk about having types, that man right there has a type. Langston, no cream on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Yeah, my type is no coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee.
No cream in his coffee, yo. Pint size Patron joining us live.
Yes, sir. We in the building.
Yeah, definitely, man. And also, of course, Caleb Brown's still here with us, and it looks like Jamwell Sackson was in and out there, but yeah, he's also with us.
Hey, what up? What up?
Yeah, definitely, man. And yeah, that joint right there from Langston out of New Orleans, right here on Rainier Avenue, fresh juice. With, of course, myself, D.
My computer died.
Oh, yeah, that happens, man.
Okay, yeah, we back in charging.
Yeah.
All right, man. Pint size Patron, shout out to ID yourself as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. And so yeah, we've been talking a little music business, but for right now, I think this is a good moment to have a little bit of fun and stretch it out. So we do a little game show on Fresh Juice. It's called Take Your Pick. And this is a really simple game. It's based on a card game called Take Your Pick, where there are 2 options on each of those cards. And, well, you just choose one. So we want you all to play along on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter in the comments and respond with what your choice is as we all play and make our selections. But here we go with the first one. Free travel for 1 year or free lodging for 5 years. Well, we're thinking free travel for 1 year or free lodging for 5.
Is this lodging like anywhere, or is it like just like where you're at?
I'm gonna say anywhere.
I'm not the best. I'm not that well traveled. I move around.
There you go. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I move around a little bit, but I don't. There's only so many places you can go in a year.
Yeah,
I'm like 4 trips in a year, and I'm done.
Bro, I literally, I don't know if you were tuned in earlier. I made 4 trips last week. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like, I mean, not like across the country trips, but yeah, I have like 4.
But the airport's a lot.
Yeah, the airport is a lot, but man, those miles are racking up too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. My first instinct's to travel just because that gives me so many more like music opportunities, like networking, like, you know, if there's something in LA that a good event, like I could just get down there real quick.
You're from Canada?
I am originally from kinda. So I lived in Tri-Cities when I was growing up, and then I moved up to Vancouver for like 3 years, and then I've been back in Seattle for a bit now doing the artist management thing. So travel wise, I'm like,
that just reminds me because we were watching before I got here. We were watching Turning Red.
Yeah,
and they're in Toronto. They're in Toronto.
Yeah, man, it's dope. I don't know, man.
And then I'm trying to think somebody. I just read somebody who was from Calgary. Calgary. I think it was somebody who just passed away recently too.
Wow.
I forgot what it was.
But let's see. KZ says travel. My mom says free travel, but
do you know how expensive rent is in Seattle?
Free rent for 5 years, free lodging.
Yeah. It could be at like any point too. I mean, you could save a lot.
Oh man, I gotta go with the free lodging, man. The rent is too damn high.
Yeah, like my first travel, but like that's the first instinct's travel, but like logistically, like I'm gonna save so much money not paying rent for 5 years.
Right.
I can travel wherever I want.
Yeah.
5 years. I mean, it's gonna be like quadruple what it was like when you started. But I don't know, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that lodging is a big ticket.
That travel one is enticing though. Free travel for 1 year, but nah, I'm going with lodging, man. I'm going with lodging.
It's the logistical level.
I'm gonna go lodging too.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you get it set up right every time you fly somewhere, if you pay for it yourself, it'll work out for you.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, this might be an interesting one. Okay, take your pick, y'all. False hope or unnecessary anxiety?
What?
These are all kind of left field.
These are all kind of left field.
Is there a necessary anxiety?
That was like a
I'm gonna say unnecessary anxiety. Yeah, for sure.
You'd rather have a necessary anxiety.
I know how to deal with that better than the other one.
Would you rather? I guess, in other words, would you rather find out about it and then have it canceled, or have it
or worry about it being canceled?
Or worry about it being canceled. Yeah.
No. I like setting things up knowing it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Like, maybe next week I'll hit you up.
People be like,
maybe?
Hey,
maybe?
Like, it sounded good.
Maybe?
The first question was so like started like, would you rather? And then the second one was like, let's get into your subconscious.
Hey, there are levels to this ish.
Yeah, let's set that up, man. Maybe I'll hit you up one of these Sundays.
Oh, let's see. Well, Facebook user, which anybody who posts from our Facebook group for Fresh Juice shows up as Facebook user, says false hope.
Shout out to the regulars.
Yeah, definitely. We love all of our regulars, man, that are also playing along. But false hope or unnecessary anxiety.
I'm gonna go with false hope. It just feels
You'd rather have some false
It's a better
hope?
transition.
Yeah, I'd rather skip the anxiety because it's unnecessary.
And that's why my question was like, what's unnecessary anxiety? Like, is there? I should be nervous.
Like when you're worried about a bear coming to eat you in the woods.
That's unnecessary.
I would be a little bit worried.
Yeah, for me, the anxiety is already there. The anxiety is already there, but false hope, I don't have time for that because I know my future.
But the thing is, false hope really sucks, though. You get excited about something, and
it'd be like religion or something.
Give me the anxiety. Give me anxiety. Give me anxiety, knowing that my future is rich, and prosperous.
At least the thing about unnecessary anxiety is, at least you'll be ready for what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, I can deal with that.
I think in my dating life, I've had enough false hope at this point.
Oh God,
it doesn't really bother me at this point. Like it doesn't. I'm just so used to it with these girls, man. Like,
oh
yeah, I would relate it more to like religion as false hope. It's like, okay, we don't know what's gonna happen when it's over, but
Hey.
I hope for this.
Facebook user going in on this one. Make it sound real. I don't want to be anxious about something that ain't gonna happen. I'd rather be pumped about something that isn't happening. Disappointment better than anxiety. Okay. Thank you, Facebook user.
Damn.
Right.
You really rubbed that one up, man.
Hell yeah.
We really
Served
tapped
it
into
up.
the consciences out here, man. Like we did not like hesitate at all.
Oh man. Okay.
Facebook user.
Yes, thank you, Facebook user, man. All right. Take your pick. Number 3.
Was that Mark?
Pattern or plain? I think let's talk about clothing. Pattern or plain? Would you have a pattern on your clothing or plain?
Definitely pattern.
I like plain.
I like plain myself.
Yeah, the anomaly Jamwell. It's I'm always rocking like plain like colors, like
Right.
blue on
Solid.
blue, like everything's solid. Yeah.
Facebook user saying plain, and my mom says pattern. She wants some patterns on her.
A lot of people too did.
You know, I take mine back. I'm like both. Like my style's crazy. Like I'm rocking everythme.
You have both on right now.
Like I literally went to Ross and bought like some Rodney Dangerfield looking pants. I was like, watch me like make this look cool. Watch me make this look cool. And I did.
This is one of the,
Like,
this is one of the
just-
moments where I wish ID yourself was here, because he would say, I'm wearing this, and this, and this, like just something.
ID wants my pineapple Dickies backpack.
Yeah.
There's only one left. Like,
oh my God.
like it's like we're right now in discussions of like what we're gonna trade for my pineapple Dickies backpack. Like
Pineapple Dickies backpack. Yes, I like that. You know, I actually don't like either, to be honest. Like, I don't want to have just a plain shirt or just a pattern.
Yeah, no,
I
yeah.
want some type of logo on it. I mean, I don't want it to be like a business, but I want it to be something, you know, funny or something like that.
Get that specific islander.
Yeah. You can pull that one up on the screen real quick. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you know, something.
Yeah, there it is.
Like that, you know,
Patron.
100% the funny t-shirt guy.
Yeah.
Like, when, back in like
Tuxedo
2012,
shirts.
Back in 2012, did you wear like the Target shirts, Daniel?
The Target
Like,
shirts.
So, like I paused my game to be here shirts. Like,
Oh my God,
I feel
no.
like you were definitely that guy.
We can go.
I'm on that Target stuff. I bought when the pandemic first hit, like I found out, like I was like, oh yeah, I could buy groceries at Target and go clothing shopping there.
At the same
And no one was
time.
going there. And I was like, there's board shorts with sharks and donuts on it. I'm getting it. It's like
I see it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Random.
shouts out to Eric Jean. Hi from Brazil. Okay.
What up?
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
up?
Hola. Yeah.
Hola.
Speak Portuguese there, Daniel.
Well, I don't know what hi in Portuguese is. So. All right, but going back to my childhood, no, I didn't do the Target shirts. Actually, when I was a child, I was big on Nike apparel, but now it's more, you know, I want something more whimsical or something like that. Like I got a Planet Express shirt that I'm always rocking. Like that's dope. I like that.
Futurama.
Yes.
You know, I do want to shout out that trucker hat era.
Trucker hat
era.
Some good times in those.
Man, I got some friends on the north side that are like have not left that area.
Still pushing it.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to
Trucker hat.
Moondrop. You gotta have him on.
I think Eric's schooling this right. I think it is hola. It sounds like Spanish.
Oh, it's still Portuguese,
it's just it's spelled different. Okay, take your pick. Number 4. Would you rather have a weekend or a holiday?
Oof.
Holiday. At this point, and I'm not just saying any of this. Oh, cool. I'm an artist manager. At this point, I genuinely do not know what day it is. Like, I never know. Like, I know what meetings I have and like events and all that, but like, I never know what day it is, including the weekend. So like, I'll be like, I pull up a Capitol Hill or whatever. I'll be like, why isn't my parking working? Like, why isn't my? Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday. It's free today. Or like, I'll pull up to a restaurant that's like, you're closed on Mondays, and I'll be like,
why can't I get in here, yo?
Oh, it's Monday. So, at least holidays, I like no. Holidays, it'll be like,
holidays, it's a more known quantity, yeah.
Okay, it's Christmas is coming up, like, or whatever it is, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, I don't know, like, because that's when I don't plan events, because it sucks playing events during like a holiday thing.
Unless you're doing like a holiday specific thing.
Yeah, like nobody's going to a rap show on 4th of July, man. Like it's not really a thing. Like if you can perform at fireworks though, like that's cool. But yeah,
I feel like going out for 4th of July is just almost dead, anyways. If you can't get out, it's the at-home barbecue, really.
Yep.
Going out on 4th of July is dangerous.
Yeah.
You could get hit. Especially in the South End, man. I was visiting my friend last 4th of July, and I'm just trying to drive down this road, and people are just blowing stuff up along the sidewalks.
Man, dude, I'm from
Warzone.
Yeah, we used to blow up honey buckets. Like,
yeah, they let it off.
Tri-City, no, okay. There is, and this is, I will give Tri-Cities 2 things. Tri-Cities has the single best sunsets I've ever seen on Earth, like ever, anywhere. And then Tri-City, West Richland, Washington is the only place that fireworks are legal, and it is the best 4th of July you'll ever see in your life.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro. Like, every single house goes up to the reservation and buys hella fireworks, and it's better than any show, like, I've ever seen. Like, it is every house lighting up these crazy mortars, like, thousands of dollars in fireworks, and then everybody just sweeps off the street after, and it's perfect. It's so dope. Yeah, like West Richland 4th of July is absolutely like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that Tri-Cities is a different area for sure.
Yeah.
Hashtag different.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God. Facebook user says holidays, they have potential to last longer.
Okay.
My
nice.
mom says weekend. She says holidays too busy. Facebook user says that's so dumb to me. Thousands on explosives.
Have you ever seen them though, Facebook user?
It's a shout out to the natives, though. They gotta eat. Okay.
Seriously. They make bank off those fireworks. I know.
You gotta eat.
Like in Toppenish, man, I was talking to somebody, like they make enough off fireworks to like last a year. Like,
what?
Yeah.
Business is good.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta eat, I guess. You gotta eat. I'm going with holiday though. I'm going with holiday myself.
I'm gonna go weekends.
Okay.
I think it was me and your mom.
Yeah. I'm going weekends too.
What's Patron's weekend?
Well, my thing is, holidays aren't really nothing to me. I don't know what it is. They seem like regular days. They just seem so catered to certain things.
Consumerism.
That I try to. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too political with it.
Yeah, I know. I'd agree, but like,
they're geared to things that I don't care about.
Like
Yeah.
Like this Sunday's Easter, right?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Like I don't.
Holidays are more important, like family things, but weekends is like take care of you. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Yeah, I try to like I've never been big on like the strictly commercial holidays, Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
If it's an excuse to throw a cool event like St. Patrick's Day, or like I don't know, Cinco de Mayo, like.
Let's just list all the ones that involve drinking.
Well, like I got my.
If it's an excuse, like, if I can throw a good event that day, I'm with it.
420's coming up next week. My brother takes their holiday super serious.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
he takes a week off from work every year.
Yeah, we're actually
like these are holidays, people.
It's a real holiday.
It's what you make out. It's what you make.
It's so weird to me that there are places where weed isn't legal still. Like because being in Vancouver and Washington my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean.
Right.
It's just like the most normal
spoiled.
thing.
Yeah, super spoiled.
Yeah, like it was so
super spoiled.
Going to like the East Coast or like the South or whatever.
Oh, for sure. The South. Like,
oh my gosh.
People going to jail for dime bags.
Could you
like,
imagine?
What?
They'll get you for a swisher.
Southern food when you're high is the best.
Southern food is good eating.
I can't imagine like not having those. Like if they get those two things together, like that's gonna end a lot of the problems the South has. Yeah. They just need to smoke some weed, man. Seriously.
Man, Facebook user keeps going in, man. Holiday season like a week of chilling, except when it snows.
It snowed yesterday.
The least we can do is buy all the fireworks. That's wild for real smokers every day. It's 420. The real one's got one lit right now. They going to jail for roaches. All right, you got a good sense of humor, Facebook user.
These are different.
Facebook user, you're the shit.
He shows up as Facebook user.
I think there's a couple different people.
Facebook user.
We got to get people to sign their name on the comments.
Yeah, apparently it's complicated. Like you have to register yourself through StreamYard in the group or something like that.
Yeah, I had complications trying to get like the video to work. Like it worked on my laptop. I had to download Mozilla Firefox and try to get me to download.
It's a good search engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
We're figuring it out though. There's no quitting. There's no quitting this man.
We are still playing Take Your Pick on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh Juice, number 5. Here we go, 5 of 5. Last one. Test the waters or dive in the deep end.
Oh man.
Let's play. Get it, boy.
Every day, every time.
Someone's yelling deep end from the back.
Is this
deep end from the back?
Deep
I'm
end
trying
from
to
the
figure
back.
out if this is figurative. Like, am I actually
Hell
in water, or is this like a career move?
If it's a pool, I always jump in, but in like the
You don't know
theoretical,
what's under. Like you don't know what's under.
You miss a pool, I was jumping.
yeah, if it's anything besides the pool, I'm probably not jumping in.
This guy.
Someone's laughing. That's a good search.
Patron got that. Patron got that lingo.
Let's get it.
Dive in like a Trey Songz intro.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
That's a good one.
Dive in and get it over with. Okay, that's for my mom right there.
Damn, son.
I gotta test the waters, yo. There's just no. Even if it's a pool, if it's business, I gotta get my feet wet a little bit before I'm jumping in. So
Pussy.
what?
Why it gotta be all that?
Why it gotta be like that, yo? I don't even know who's calling me out.
Jamwell, that's your people?
Yeah, I got people.
That's your folks.
Wow.
You got some ventriloquism going on here, man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm definitely testing the waters too. I'm not jumping in.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely put my feet in first and check it. But like, if a dude comes up, like one of my homies, like come on and be like, "Why haven't you jumped in yet?" He's like, "Now that you said something, I'm not jumping in all day."
Okay. Just stay dry.
No, it's like, "What, you pressure me?" I'm like, "No, get out of my face."
I'm not allowed to get my clothes wet,
Right. It's like, I was gonna. Now you said something. I'm not doing it now.
I've been like diving in too much. Like I'm just like I'm a very like all in type of person.
Yeah.
So like I got a couple artists that I'm talking to right now, and like 3 to 6 months ago, I would have just already signed these artists. But instead, now I'm really like trying to make sure it's a good fit for everybody. Very much testing the waters.
Yeah.
And I think that's. I mean, if we want to talk music business again, like you got to test the waters. Like you've got to dive in. You've got to dive in with like, this is what I want to do, but like with contracts, with labels, with artists you want to work with.
That's really tough.
Like putting new songs out, like you got to be able to test the waters, man.
Do you like to go against the numbers?
Against the numbers?
Against the numbers.
Against the numbers. Against them.
Completely depends on the context. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
okay.
Like
I mean, that's what the numbers are there for. You're not really supposed to go against them.
Yeah, and like most of the time, I'm gonna follow what's worked before. So
right.
I got a lot of mentors in the industry. I've got a lot of artists that honestly we kind of like look at and see the successful steps they moved, or even like the failures that they had. And that's kind of how I train my artists. So like I definitely like follow the path that's been set before you, but also, you really got to send it to, like, you have to give your everything to this and really push. So, going against the numbers, I don't know, man. Completely, like, going against the numbers musically, yes. Like, do something different. Do something that nobody's heard before. But, like, when it comes to, algorithms and, like
there's a reason why this doesn't work here.
Yeah, budgeting, physical album sales, like, you probably stick with the numbers. Like, we've had the industry, 100 years now. Like, we can probably stick with what's worked for.
Man, someone says they can't get on D Moolah. Okay.
I wonder what context this is in.
I mean, that's D money, right?
Yeah, that is in some words. But it's 9:57, y'all. Man, that was quite a round of Take Your Pick tonight on Fresh Juice. We're going to take another short break. In about 10 to 15 minutes here, we will have Carlos Santana's lead singer, Tony Lindsay, on the show. So stay with us live on Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice. Of course, we got Caleb Brown in the studio. Jamwell Sackson checking in from the South End. Pint-sized Patrons here, of course. Yep. And myself, D Money. So don't go anywhere. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
This is Monique Lee from the Afternoons with Monique show. I'm also the owner of Seattle Love Broker, a relationship consulting and matchmaking company. Tune in every Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. to listen to intriguing, informative, and entertaining guests share stories of their past and vision for the future of our community.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 9th century, Rainier Avenue Radio was the host of the first annual Gregorian chant-off? Man, that was tight. Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
Hi, it's your favorite Rainier Avenue radio host from the Queen Bree's Living Live show. It's Queen Bree and Robin T. Our show is live every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with topics ranging from life from the farm, health and wellness, and race and social justice.
We feature guests each week with expertise in activism, entrepreneurship, healing, and food justice.
So come join your girls live every Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Clean Greens Living Live show. You can even call in and be a part of the show. See you then.
My name is Keith. I'm a barber from Tacoma, Washington. When the pandemic hit, it did affect me as a business owner. I had my own personal reasons why I didn't get vaccinated. But I was talking to a doctor and he was telling me more about what it could do to protect us and our family. I wanted to get back to that once was, right? I do feel safe knowing that I am vaccinated. I just hope what I'm saying is reaching into people's heads to know that this is the best decision for all of us. To learn more, please visit hereforuswa.org.
What's the big old deal? It's your boy OG Mambo. Take a sip of this fresh juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint-sized Patron, and ID yourself.
Dug into the sun up, I ain't going home. Girl like I love her, but she know I don't. Told her I won't ever leave her, but she know I will. Eat my girl out in traffic, so I know it's real. Yeah, without me even asking. Jockeys in my Jordan, give a fuck about no fashion. Yeah, live every day like it's my last. Where I'm from, you never know out of nowhere they get the blasting. Shot the trap, that's my real brother. Same mama and daddy, them know it and they still made a few dollars a day and I'ma get more tomorrow. Booming like Big Booming, gon' fight like it's no tomorrow. Gotta know you f***ing with a boss. I want it, I ain't asking how much it costs. Nah, whatever it is, I'm pulling off with it. Can't f*** with me at all, I'm too authentic. Valley. Yeah. Can't f*** with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f*** with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f*** with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f*** with me at all.
I ain't never switched up, I put that on my life. If you ain't come from where I'm from, don't be calling me Jice. I don't talk to just be talking, ain't even the type. If it ever came up out my mouth, then it's probably right. I can't do relationships, cause I do what I want. Don't compare me to no, that ain't on what I'm on. I ain't finna blow you up, I ain't playing no phone. Why I gotta tell you that somebody gon' do what you don't? At least 6 figures, can't get wet for a to be honest with you, I rather with your. And I always end up with the coldest in the city. They be pretty, everybody wanna them in my city. Really work for this, I deserve to win. Hate I had to let little baby go, but I deserve a friend. Never settle for less than what you putting in. Wrote myself a check, ain't missing nothing, I'm back on again. Can't f with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f with me at all, I'm too authentic. Can't f with me at all.
Gotta keep it authentic. New song from Jada Ali featuring Belly Beretta. Authentic right there. New music from Flint, Michigan, yo. On Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Good tunes. And we are live at 10:02 p.m. with myself, D Money.
Pint-sized Patron.
And here in studio, joining us live, Caleb Brown, artist manager, and Jamwell Sackson, promoter, producer, DJ, jack of all trades, yo.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is up, guys?
And shortly here, we will be joined by Carlos Santana's lead singer, Tony Lindsay, who will be debuting a new R&B joint. So stay tuned for that, though. But for right now, though, So obviously, Caleb, you've been jumping into this artist management thing pretty much ever since your appearance here on the show when you came as an artist back in 2020. And I know you have a couple of artists that you're working with, right? Who are some of the major ones that you got stuff brewing on right now?
Yeah, I mean, the acts I work with, there's like hundreds. I mean, whether they just be like putting on a show or doing a feature or like whatever, there's hundreds throughout Washington and Canada. And, I mean, like all over the country. But like the artist I manage is David July out of Vancouver. He's a melodic hip hop artist. He is, I say he's Vancouver's hip hop artist.
Vancouver, Washington, or
Vancouver, Canada.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I say he's Vancouver's hip hop artist. Like he sounds authentically like Vancouver. He's very like melodic, Post Malone, The Weeknd-esque, but also one of the most unique artists I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
His vocal talent is simply off the charts. Like I've never heard somebody who can, like, his vibrato, his vocals are insane, his melodies, like, and if I manage an artist, I'm putting everything into him. We talk on a daily basis. We have tons of weekly meetings. We do events together. We do really everything. I mean, like I'm investing in the most valuable thing I have, which is my time and my life into, making an artist a star. And so David is somebody that I believe is not only just a wildly talented musician, but an entertainer at a level that is going to take over the globe. And
right.
I have a couple other artists that I'm in talks with and consultations. You'll see soon enough with those two. Those are also two. They know they're listening. They're tuning in. Like they know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
We're just working out some paperwork, making sure things are right. But those two are two acts that I believe have the ability to be global entertainers. And I don't just believe that on like a small level. Like I put my entire life into making these guys into global entertainers beyond music. And so, David July is like it out of Vancouver. I mean, he is the artist. We got a big release coming up. We're going to announce that beginning of May. And
okay.
It's life changing for both of us and really the whole David July team and myself, and all the things we're doing are really going to come to fruition with this release. And you're going to see some just massive growth from my company and his company. And it's that's kind of what that's the artist I manage right now. But I also promote and throw events. I got the first show with my company Unleashed Entertainment is April 29th. It's going to be at Seattle Drum School with Tara Nobody, Mal Holiday, and Robin Froze out of Vancouver. It's a feminist-based show, all female-led. We're gonna have a female painter in there. Like,
Wow.
It's actually gonna be super cool. So if you check my IG and you see the suit I wore to Fashion Week, she designed that, and she's just gonna like flower up the whole room. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, Seattle Drum School's out here. That's dope. Yeah, Seattle Drum School. What is up, guys? I love them. They are they're just the best. And so
Oh wow, they're checking in. Okay. April 29th.
If you're about like local music, especially if you're about local females in music, like you've got to come out April 29th at the Drum School. It's gonna be unreal. And then we're flipping the bill and we're doing it up in Vancouver, Canada too, on April 30th. So yeah, I mean, I'm throwing shows. I've got a lot more events coming up to announce, and then I got most of all the artists I manage and put my whole life into. And so yeah, it's a little bit of what I'm doing with my company, Unleash Entertainment, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Being that you work with a lot of artists from Vancouver, did the pandemic affect that?
Yes, I was in Vancouver for the pandemic, so
would they not let you back over? Or?
So that's I lived up there from like 2019 to this year, so like January 2022. So I lived up there 3 years, and honestly,
I like Vancouver, by the way.
Yeah, it affected.
I mess with the battle rap cats out there.
Yeah,
Smoked Out Battle League and a lot of KOCDG stuff.
The EDM up there is what's crazy. Bro.
Yeah,
like the EDM scene up there is wild. Those are some crazy parties, man. Oh my god,
memories,
like crazy, like not radio friendly-ish on there, man. But yeah, like the pandemic it really took a huge toll on my Washington contacts. So like good friends of mine, I was gonna drop names, but I'm good. I get to see some good friends of mine in music for 2 full years, and it's been cool to reestablish and make all those connections, and also find a bunch of people I just met on the internet. Like OG Mambo and Marshall Law Band, like those were internet contacts, and I knew them for a little bit, but when you find them to meet in person, it's a whole new thing. So the pandemic was brutal, but like
showed you who's really in your corner.
But the way that like the music has bounced back is
crazy.
So that's the suit right there you were talking about right there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fresh.
It went absolutely crazy.
How was it? How was the Fashion Week?
Vancouver Fashion Week is one of the best events I've been to, man.
Yeah.
It was dope.
That's why.
It was so cool, bro. And like, so I had this hand painted suit by LA Will Pink. She's a painter out here. She actually might right now be giving birth.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
So 9 months. 9 months pregnant. She painted the suit for me, and it was the coolest thing I ever did. And
I never seen a painted suit. That's all.
Yeah, it was incredible. And so the heads of Fashion Week actually came up to us and put us on the VIP runway. They were like, it was me and David also had some gear from he had a Throwbacks Northwest kind of custom jacket, the thrift shop at Capitol Hill out here. And then he also had a Groovy Peso Ray Riviera piece with the dead smileys. And so we both had like some hand painted stuff. And they upgraded us to the runway. They wanted us in the photos. Like there were people, it was weird. Cause like I'm a manager, like I'm not an artist. And there were people like asking to take pics with me. And like one guy walked up and like just felt my arm and then just walked away. I was like,
say what?
Yeah. It was really
He was like, hey, dude.
He just wanted to feel the material, but I was like, bro, like if you would have
is this cashmere?
No, that's still inappropriate.
Yeah, like,
he wanted to feel something.
Yeah.
He's like, is this business or pleather?
I think that's what it was. He's like, there's really no way to ask this. I'm just grabbing. I'm just going for the grab.
Yeah, man. Like it was like so off-putting. Like people taking pictures of me. I was like, "Do you want a picture?" They're like, "No, I just want a picture of the suit." I was like, "You can check my IG." But what was crazy was the details. So she painted something like 55 flowers on there, like hand painted them, and each one of them came with a handwritten affirmation note that she put in the pocket of the suit. And then if you see the suit, it's also got like the little pocket square thing. She had an affirmation on there. And then inside, when you open the jacket, that has the paintbrush that she used to make the whole thing. And then I was actually showing somebody that at Fashion Week, and it has They had an affirmation on there too. It was so it was like so positive and unique and different. And yeah, she's designing the show for April 29th. So y'all gotta be there. Unleashedentertainment.org/events. It's gonna be a crazy show. It's gonna be creative celebration of women in music, and there's no way that I wanted my first show to go by without, just celebrating not straight white dudes. Like I really just want to put somebody that doesn't look like.
I mean, in Washington State, it's like, what can you do?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, they're plentiful. They're everywhere.
Having Tara Nobody as a female Black headliner means so much to me, because those two are some of the sweetest people I met in the industry. They've earned their spot, and they're an amazing act, and like to have them there and then be able to incorporate Vancouver into the show as well. So do the same show, but in Vancouver the next day. It's both the cities I love. It's incorporating all sorts of art, which I love. It's celebrating, marginalized people group, which I love. And it's just like, this show is really like what Unleashed is for me. It's everything coming together. And so
that's nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Message.
Man, and want to move on to something else that I heard recently, and I know Marshall Hugh was supposed to be on tonight's program of the Martial Law Band, but you were recently doing something with them, because I can see right here on your Instagram that you were involved in this whole BBC thing, man. So I'm fascinated how BBC got involved in martial law and how did this all come about?
What a weird story. So at the beginning of this year, Marshall put on his Insta, he said, "Who wants to work?" And I was like, "Do you want to do it in Vancouver?" And he was like, "Yes." And then I drew up. That's a great picture. I drew up this whole marketing scheme.
He looks like a merman almost.
Yeah, man. I drew up a whole scheme of how to get Martial Law Band their first show in Vancouver, and then their second show, and then to do one of the big festivals out there. And then we were in like a month of emailing back and forth, and then it was like they presented it to the band, and then they were like, "Yeah, like 3 of us can't get into Canada." So like the laws are so ridiculously strict with border stuff, or like they don't have passports or whatever.
For real though.
And so then I ended up moving down here sooner than I thought, and I connected with Marshall, and we did a lot of things. It's not an act I manage or anything like that.
Sure.
They're just great friends of mine. I mean, they roll 20 deep everywhere they go, so like it's a lot of people. But like what MLB is doing for the community is really cool. You see that. This BBC Arts Hour was crazy.
What was it?
So BBC, the British Broadcast Center, is like, I think, the biggest news channel in the world.
I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah,
something like that. They gotta be one of them. And they have 94 million weekly listeners on their Arts Hour. And so what they do is they do Arts Hour on tour, and they go across the globe and do it and ask a core question. So they went to LA, New York, and Seattle. And it was really cool. You got to really show who we were. And that's actually right here in Columbia City, too.
Wow.
Down at the Rainier Arts Center.
Okay. Rainier Arts Center,
And so, they packed out Rainier Arts Center, and they asked the question, what makes Seattle so innovative? And they had the creator of Halo, Grammy winner or Grammy nominee Hollis, who's worked with Macklemore.
Yes.
Hollis, Martial Law Band, and then a couple. They had the Poet Laureate of Seattle, and then they had the Indigenous representative. I cannot remember what her name was, but she was lovely. And
nice.
And they had Chris Mayhew, who's a stand-up comedian out here. And so they took all different forms of art and they presented it. And honestly, man, it was one of the most authentically Seattle events I've ever been to.
Okay.
Like, they talked about everything from like how collaborative like the city could be and how unique it is. And,
I can see that.
How artistic, like how people like.
It is such a mixing pot.
Yeah, they asked me what makes Seattle so innovative. I was in the audience and I said, "There's not a place that collabs like Seattle." Like the way that people come together. Like if you make something cool and somebody else makes something cool. Like I mean, honestly, a great example is like the soup. Like I found a painter, which is way different than the music genre I work in.
Sure.
And I was like, yo, what if we did like a fashion thing and then you could design my show? So she has an art show and then I have a concert and we combine the two and make, this dope, unique show. So that's what makes Seattle different. And then, it was really just talking about that on a panel all night and, the perspective of Microsoft and the perspective of Martial Law Band are way different perspectives.
Yes.
And so I got to be, I got to do like some social media stuff for them and got some backstage access. It was a blessing. It was one of the coolest events I've been to. And I can't say a lot about it, but I can say afterwards, like British people know how to party. Like they were crazy, man. Like I was not ready for these 50 plus anchors and editors and all that to just like party. I was like, bro, like tomorrow's Sunday, like you gotta chill. It was crazy. That event was amazing. I mean, like MLB and I are not like they're not an act I manage. And
Sure.
Like, I'm not on their team or anything, but they're just good friends of mine out here, man. They're really cool.
Good to have those.
It is good. It's good to have good people in your court.
What I love about them, man, is that they don't just like put on for MLB. Like they want everyone around them to come too.
Yeah.
So after Arts Hour was so successful, they got invited to this UK tour, which is what they're doing right now. And
Which is dope.
Which is amazing. Yeah. And the first thing they asked was like, hey, can we take Terra Nobody and Jamwell with us? 2 other local openers. And so they did. And so like I just love seeing like, putting on other acts. So like it's their tour, but they wanted to bring 2 other Seattle cats with them. I think that I love seeing that. So,
that's really what I think is I think that's the key to it is the connections.
That's cool. Yeah, it's all about putting other people on, because it's like I know it's like when someone like realizes your talent and they're like, you're dope as hell. Let's get you on stage.
Yeah, and that's why you'll see me do
super cool to be, like seeing that's something huge for me. Like it's like because that's where I'm going next is like promoting and like getting people on, and finding artists and getting them seen and like it's super huge. It's not just like about making that money, but it's just like it's so cool to have other people.
Jamwell, you got the Wednesday shows popping off down there in Olympia.
Well, unfortunately I find out they're not doing any shows until summertime. It's summertime. They don't do shows. It's too hot. They're like, they don't do a lot of business. So it's a summertime. It's a wintertime thing, but there's plenty of venues. I've got a lot more connections now to do more shows at different areas. So,
but in the future, you're definitely gonna want to reach out to Caleb here and get some artists.
Hey, you're gonna have to, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm always looking for new talent because obviously I'm a producer. I'm always looking to work with new people and that's just all about. It's about the art, it's so fun.
I mentioned Olympia, so I want to shout out DL Murray. Sent me a couple beats today, man. He stays out there in Olympia as well.
Okay.
Shout out to my guy.
I want to go back. I want to go back to you real quick, Jamwell. Where are you looking for artists right now? Like, are you looking for them in person? Are you looking online? Specific spots? Where are you looking?
Well, I recently got flown out to Dallas to go work with some cats out in Dallas, and then we would drive from Dallas to Louisiana and Monroe in the projects and go record. But I'm not looking. So it's like when I got back from Dallas, like I'm only working with 2 people right now, which is perfect. So I can focus on just creating, and so I'm not really searching. So it's like people are contacting me, and I'm just giving them the down low. I'm like, let's connect in person, and like not that text message bull crap. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to link up, let's link up. But I'm only working with 2 people, and it's great because it's like it gives me time to be able to focus on which these artists who are turned into my friends and brothers. It's like it's good to just have only 2 people you're working with right now, because it's like things can get flooded really quick and you can get off track. But people are starting to contact me, which is great, and it's a blessing, and
you're doing something. Yeah,
it's humbling, you know what I mean? But it's like I'm not gonna, like be like, yeah, let's do something, but I don't have time for it right now because I need to focus on these 2 people right now, you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah,
staying in contact, people, just showing your artwork and just showing what you can do, like, and be like, here's a few beats, like right now, like exposure is my currency, and that's everybody's currency right now. Like, if you're looking to come up, like, stop focusing on the money so quick and just focus, get those connections and meeting those people, and creating those bonds, like, because it's like being someone from 18 years, like just making music by yourself, like, and then you're like, I need you to find my style. So it's like, it's crazy being a producer trying to find other people's style, like, and it's work, it's hard, like, it's like, and they're like, no, that ain't right. And then so you got to remove some pride, and like be like, all right, I'm gonna try again, scratch that, like, and don't be afraid to try new things, because if it don't work out, that's fine, at least you tried it, like, so, like, it's been crazy, like, showing that you're, like, for me personally, it's like showing your heart, you know what I mean, like your art, like an artist, like a painter, like, it's like, so it's been humbling, it's been anxiety ridden, it's like
unnecessary anxiety,
right?
That's why I chose it.
How far along are you with these projects?
Me and ID, we're covering a lot of ground right now. We're on our way. We hope to be coming through something on, like, this summer. I wanted to plug the place that he plugged me into, which is ASHHO, which is a cultural center in Tumwater, where
I thought that was a curse word there for a second. I thought he was spelling it so he could do it.
Listen to the show.
It's super important. It's in Tumwater. It's a community center and cultural community center where we make all sorts of great food, and we give a lot of meals away, and we have events there, keynote speakers, and lots of good stuff. That place is amazing. So, and like, anybody can walk in, it's crazy. Like, and I'm gonna start DJing for them and doing shows. It's like a cross-dressing show coming up. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, just come as you are, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like,
legitness.
Like, it really changes the aspect on life. Like when everyone is kind to each other and like promoting each other, and be like, I'm this person. Yes, I love that. Be yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of good stuff in the community, and something I've been thinking about, like, as success gains higher and higher, give back to the community,
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're tuned in live to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, 10:25 p.m. We're live until 11. Of course, we got Caleb Brown in studio with us, artist manager, Jamwell Sackson, promoter, producer, DJ, a master of all trades, and myself, D Money.
Pint size Patron.
ID yourself, and we're gonna get to a new Method Man joint right now.
Rapper of the year so far.
Yeah, as Patron said just a couple of weeks ago, rapper of the year
thus far.
But he got some heavy hitters on this joint right here, Patron. He's with Redman, KRS-One, and JoJo Pellegrino.
Man.
So this is going to be on the Meth Lab 3, The Rehab, later on this year, but it's the newest single from him. It's called Live from the Meth Lab, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Who's got the hardest verse? Let us know in the comments.
one. Shot where's chest at? One, it's the meth lab. Matter of fact, scratch that. We the one.
Look, pay me the homage these rappers couldn't afford. I'll never make a promise your mama couldn't afford. See, I'm a big deal. I mean, I'm kind of a boss. You can find right on that line you was trying to cross. The kid cooking, got rappers shookin', of course. How he get so good at cooking, they never took him a course. Central booking before I took him to court. Man, one, make sure he done for I put in the fourth bomb. Y'all don't get it, don't see I'm getting the drop. Now anybody getting it, go from get it to God. I get it started, you never get it to stop. Like them inside jokes, you can either get it or not. I get it hot, but y'all forgetting me cold. Right now, I'm past words, y'all forgetting the code. And so another rapper waiting the road down that highway to heaven, and Jesus paying the toll.
Oh, one shot, where's chest at? One, it's the meth lab. Matter of fact, scratch that. We the one.
Yo, I was home and my phone ring. They said Method Man need a verse. For my G's, I put Dapper Dan on the shirt. Fiends be fighting like hockey fans on the first. Padico flow, Saran rap for the work. Check credential, pin game Kitsu. My girl named Nina, she on a shimmer. These young niggas, old niggas, they don't wanna be. They say they in the street, but they blocked on the green. I'm number one, no cap, big backs. Hey DJ, this blue magic on your slip mask. I got hitters, maybe one out of Staten Island. Walk in my shoes like trying to do the crate challenge. Get on KRS-One and me and Meth. Roll on the set with the status like BMF. Without money, you can't control your honey. If you a jack boy, better run from me. I got it. I was a product of my environment, not a product I put out. Build stacks for my retirement. I talk dirty like the South where my mother from. I ain't number 3 or number 2. I'm number 1.
Shot where's chest at? One, it's the meth lab. Matter of fact, scratch that. We the one. Shot where's chest at? We get the one, it's the meth lab. Matter of fact, scratch that. We the one.
KRS, we the ones in the meth lab. A sellout gonna do what? Machete over their whole crew head. That's a crew cut. You never heard how we used to suit up, bring the brood up, and how these rappers you thought was dope, they got chewed up. Who's up to get bruised up? You gonna choose what? You can see what's going on, man. You fake, you up. Gun under the sellout's chin. His man threw up. Cause when the gap went bang, the traitor's head up. I be saying straight to they face, the traitor, you suck. Corporate pimps are selling you and your man like 2 sluts. In LA, they say KRS-One, you nuts. Cause I bum rush the show with new flavor and new chucks. I run amok on these sniping they gut. My tongue sharp, amateurs ain't liking these cuts. These mics, I'm lighting them up. I'm not what you used to. I teach in China now, so my rhymes will fry your noodle. I'm on a search like Google if I was useful. I'm the guru in the meth lab, bringing the fire to you. These rappers are the same like Amazon Prime and Hulu. Talking Gaga Google, it could drive you cuckoo. But I'm the revolutionary, you can't air me. I'm too scary, my roots are Malcolm X like Alex Haley. You know what I'm about, no doubt. Yo, Johnny Blaze, good looking out, I'm out.
You know you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm Granville Emerson along with my partner, Ronald Pepe Beans. And we host the show Little Line Sports right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, where we talk about football, basketball, local sports, national sports, Seahawks, UW, Seattle U Red Hawks, Garfield Bulldogs, all that and more right here on Little Line Sports on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
It's great.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
All right, here we go. What's up, Seattle? It's Art Bay, and you listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Ave Radio with D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
4 bricks in the trunk, but it really ain't enough. By the time we drop it off, the fiends gon' eat it up. Just copped a Louis bag, complimentary to my Louis swag. Pandemic hit, everybody got sick. Or it could've been your first time ever getting rich. Stop crying like a bitch, man, you sound like a snitch. Got a switch on my Glock, but I'm never gonna switch. Ricky Styles, did you ever turn it down? I told him I'm the realest nigga that's reppin' the town. 500,000, one watch, one chain. I would wear it every day, but my neck might sprain. Fuck you, copper, never ask me a thing. I'm the one that make the dope fiends dance in the rain. Go just rap this shit. You think I'm really tryna rap this? I'm just tryna watch Dirty Money. This is cat, bitch. You gave that lame a bag, you got catfish. Heavy set clicking, but I still do a backflip. My bitch just running back, yeah, running back, just big dog bitch, but we still blowing catfish. Big dog bitch, but we still blowing catfish.
Fuck this rap shit. You think I'm really tryna rap this? Before I ever sold a rap, I sold everything. Ain't trying door to door like it was Ava. I never wore a wire, I still look up to Ava. We sold raw, black up top, word. I bet you I can eye it. I'm from the triple beam era. You could short me a gram, and I wouldn't dare. Listen, we ran with the grams, for they ran with the scams. 6 in the morning, we go kill them like we was kids. Some other fiends still singing while us, we still leaning. My auntie eyes was beaming, she told me she seen a demon. I just had a Hellcat, but now I want a demon. You cannot have my baby swallow the beast. You think I'm coming home tonight? Still dreaming. All nighters on the go, I'll pay you to watch the front door. If you don't want the Drakey, I'll probably give you the 4-4. The bundle move fast, see it never moves slow. Right now I got an OT play, I gotta go. Praying that it ain't a federal tail, you never know. Yo, I know a couple of plays to get your lights on. We can serve a couple of bricks without the lights on. The off-white still glow in the dark, I let the F I rock for my neighborhood, you was rocking with narcs. See you. Fuck this rap shit. You think I'm really tryna rap shit? My shit just run it back, yeah, run it back. Before I ever sold a rap, I sold this. Fuck this rap shit.
FTRS. I'll let you figure out what that actually means on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh Juice.
I was curious.
Ricky Styles featuring Chris Lockett. Production by SB Smack on that sample of the
Isaac Hayes. That's their Look of Love.
Yeah, right.
I like how they flipped that again. Yeah.
Nice stuff. Yeah, you're tuned in to Fresh Juice right here on Seattle's Rainier Avenue Radio with myself, D-Money.
Pint Size Patron.
ID Yourself. We also got Jamwell Sackson joining us from the South End, and here in the studio, Caleb Brown, artist manager extraordinaire right there. If you're liking the music on this show, check out our Spotify playlist. Go ahead and lock it in. Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Spotify Fresh Juice Mix 2022. You can also join us on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. You can watch the show straight from there, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. And follow us on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. And then for our past archives of the show, you can go to mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast, mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast. Got all the promo out of the way there. 10:36 p.m. And, speaking of promo, there's a new show coming to Rainier Avenue Radio on Tuesday nights. It's called Blunts and Hookahs.
Okay.
And
with all the smoke.
Yeah, right.
Two of my favorite things.
Blunts and hookahs. Check it out Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m. Hosted by Mama Drama and Big Matlock.
What up, Big Matlock? What's going on?
You know who Big Matlock is? That's dope.
If it's the same one I'm thinking of, you from Tacoma, yeah.
I don't know how many Big Matlocks are out there, but that might be the guy.
All I know is I used to watch an old show called Matlock.
Okay.
I think he was like a prosecutor or something. They had to do cases, like
your kitty cat.
I don't know, but anyway.
Logo looks great. That Blunts and Hookahs logo looks awesome.
Dude, I love cats. Don't worry about it.
Before we get back to the conversation, tonight's juice, which I haven't, we're actually bringing back our segment where we feature a juice each show, and this week we're doing actually a tea. And I don't know if you can actually see that too well there on Patron's screen, but gold pink and lemon. So it's some good stuff, man. Well, what's that slogan say on the front there?
Made with cane sugar.
No, it's something about pink. Something about pink.
Made with cane sugar. He's like,
no.
Great slogan.
Like right underneath gold peak, it says something small.
Real brewed tea.
I don't know, man. It was something.
Not a slogan, Daniel. Not a slogan on there.
Read the whole label if you want.
Tea picked for Peak's taste.
There we go. Okay. It was really good. It was really good. I drank a lot of it.
Yeah, the good old fashioned Arnold Palmer.
Cane
sugar.
Yes. Good.
Yeah,
That cane sugar.
Or Sunjoy as they call it at Chick-fil-A.
Sunny Joy?
Yeah.
Sunjoy.
Oh, Sunjoy.
I just found that out. That's what they call it.
But get used to that right here on Fresh Juice with our guests. We'll be featuring a new juice each week.
Sipping the juice.
Yes, sir. Sipping the juice. And
Blunts and hookahs on Tuesday. Fresh juice on Wednesday.
I'm ready for Blunts and hookahs, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, because it's going to get you cotton mouth after all that smoking. You got to get the fresh juice.
Yeah.
And Miles says yummy, yo. Yeah. Too bad you can't have some Miles.
About the weed or the juice? That's my question.
Man, I think she was talking about the juice. I'm pretty sure with her, but yeah, definitely. All right, so man, we only got a little bit of time left here, man, but let's see. So Jamwell, you said you've been getting into DJing as well. How's that transition been going? Like how is it getting dates like that? Has that been easy or?
It's been very easy because just the connections I've made and word of mouth have just connected me to these people. Once I put 100% into the music, kind of Jay-Z here a little bit, like everything started happening.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you're a businessman, not a businessman, or something like that.
Businessman too.
Are you more of a new age DJ? Or are you scratching?
I'm just getting into it. Like I'm just getting into DJing.
I mean, who's gonna really walk around with those crates of vinyls?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm just starting to get into it. So like it's like they're gonna give me a list of what music they want to play and stuff like that. But it's like that's the environment I want to be around. I want to see people happy and jiving to music, and like being a part of it. And like, and then in between like playing their stuff, I'll get to play my instrumentals and people they hear my stuff and stuff like that. So it's a win-win, and
give and take, yeah.
I think for these young artists out there, like don't focus on the currency. Like your exposure is your currency, your connections is your currency.
I just could not disagree with that statement more.
I mean, telling people turn down some money is like a.
It's the second time.
No, don't turn down the money. Like get the money, obviously, but
dollar bill, y'all.
Focus more on those connections because connections.
I think at a certain point of creating art, you want to start paying attention to what's going in and what's coming out.
Exactly.
Be able to sustain your art at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, yeah, don't get it misconstrued. Like just keep true to yourself. Love your art. Keep doing the thing. Keep doing the same thing you're doing.
I do think money shouldn't be the
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be the goal in that term, but like again, it costs to produce.
Because it's all about the connection and like like doing good, like, and that's what I wanted to do with this music thing. Like way before I even got into this cultural center was like, I know I was going to be successful, but it's like I want to create my own little center and like so kids come do homework and like so that thing's always been in the back of my head, like my favorite song, like. So it's like it's finally I found another place to be able to tap into and be successful and give everything I can to them whilst music. And like so now it's like I found my calling. So it's like I ain't gonna work a day in my life.
Yeah.
I get to give back. I get to create music and meet all these amazing people and give back. Like it's been super surreal and I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that. I don't know if this was something that you said before we actually went on the air or in the beginning of the show, Caleb, but I remember you were telling me something about how this music industry can be made so simple. Like we think it's so difficult, but it really is really simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most like complex possible. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the chart where it's like the more desirable a job is, the more people want it.
Yeah.
So like nobody wants to, work with homeless people because that job's hard.
It is.
I did that job the past like 4 years. It's crazy. Nobody wants to do it. They always need more people, or nobody wants to,
even something like plumbing.
Yeah, or like cleaning up porta potties. Like
plumbing is big money though.
Honestly, man, like everybody wants to nurse until they see what nursing is like, and there's always nurse shortages. But like the number one thing that everybody wants to do is be a rock star. So like it's and especially in North America. So like the North American music industry is the single most competitive job in the world.
Right.
And so you have to put everything into this. Like it's not a side gig. Like it's not like I just do this after work, or like I only put I want to save my money and put a little bit into this. Like you have to give your entire life to this industry. And that's the first step. Then like once you start seeing how the industry really works, like it can be simplified and being professional, releasing at having a good team around you. There's some very simple steps that you have to take, but don't get it twisted. It is the most competitive job of the entire world. There's nothing that anyone wants to do more than be a rock star and tour the nation. Like, but it's the single hardest thing to get into like successfully. But once you're in it and you actually see it, and this is what I was saying at the beginning, like once you see that this is a game and an industry with rules, and you follow those rules and you play the game how it's supposed to be played, it's pretty simple. I know that like the releases I'm doing this year with the 3 artists I'm working with, are particularly one, like I know they're gonna have roughly this amount of followers by the end of the year. Not because we're buying them, but just because of the things we're doing and how it works. And like I know these rules and I know how to play the game. And so once you I think some of the Billboard artists are not even that talented. They're just the best at playing the game. They know how
I can see that.
That makes sense.
I can see that in some cases.
Yeah, it's just knowing how to do it. Like there's plenty of talented artists.
So would you take on artists that have a 9-to-5?
Oh yeah, dude. All 3 of my artists have a 9-to-5 right now. I encourage that.
Gotcha.
Because music videos aren't cheap.
Right.
Yeah, they aren't.
Music videos aren't cheap. Some of these blog and press appearances aren't cheap. So yeah, like I have plenty of artists that do a 9-to-5. I also try to make sure their 9-to-5s are in music.
Right.
So like working at a record shop or a bar venue, like most of them work in the kind of field like
industry.
That. But also
like
there comes a point where you have to leave it behind. Like you have to give up that safety. When I gave up that safety and said I'm going to do artist management full time, is actually when the money really started coming in.
Yeah.
And so like there's a step you have to take to get out of it. But yeah, like in the beginning, please work a 9-to-5, man. Like don't be the guy that like lives with his parents and like gets a welfare check to spend on his like $600 music video. Like don't be that guy. No, please work a 9-to-5.
Don't be that
There's
guy.
no shame in it either. Also, and this is the thing that I had to learn. And once I did really learn it, it changed my whole life. And actually started, is that not everyone has to be the artist. Like, everybody wants to be like the artist on stage, the rapper on stage, like rocking out, doing their thing. Like, not everybody has to do that. There's a role for everyone in music, whether that be a tour bus driver, or
there's a songwriting,
or a manager, songwriter. So like I was an artist. Last time I was on the show 2 years ago, I was promoting my album. But like, I realized that I'm way better at putting people on stage than I am at being on stage myself.
Do you still create from time to time?
Oh yeah, man, dude. This is super low key. I write diss tracks when I get mad. Yeah, I will just go in on a beat and
you might want to look into battle rapping, man.
Right? Yeah.
No, and this is stuff that no one will ever hear. And like, if they ever did, it would like end my career. But man, I love creating.
It's like a good venting session.
It's exactly what it is. Like when you would just write out a letter to somebody that you never sent. I do that with diss tracks. So
I feel that. I remember writing a diss track to this person in class. Yeah. When I was like, when I was 10th grade, I read it to him. I was cooking him.
You read it to actually read it to his face.
But yeah, man. I still create. I'm absolutely, and the thing is, people are like, "Oh no, like I'm an artist. I want to be creative." Man, the most creative people I know are the managers. And that's facts, man. Who do you think's drawing up these shows? Who's drawing up these tours? Who's drawing up the concepts to like make these things happen? It's the team behind. The artist makes the music and like has a say in like everything. And ultimately, like I run an artist first model where. Every show that you do with Unleashed, no matter what that is, you get paid. The artists get paid.
Nice.
So I'm losing money on some of the shows strictly to pay the artist.
Understood.
Because that's a value. That's just a high value of mine. And then
good stuff.
So like, but yeah, I still create. I mean, I create shows. I create brands like artists. You know what do you like? One thing we really worked on with David this year is like his fashion. And so like, what is your look? And like, I was like, what do you think about this look? What do you think about this artist and how they do things? And like, together we've gotten to create like the David Shalila look. And like, he still makes the music. You know, I'm not songwriting or like producing or anything for him. But like, yeah, I still absolutely get to be creative, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's so like, not everybody has to be the artist. And if you're a creative, you definitely don't have to be the artist. A lot of people are best at photography or videography.
Yeah,
for sure.
I see a lot of artists go that direction actually.
Yeah, graphic,
and they do great, and they excel.
Yeah, graphic design. I mean, man, if you're good at Excel spreadsheets, you have a job in music. Like you 100%. Like
there's a lot of organizing in that.
I remember thinking like the artists and people that rap, if they also did flyers, they were like in a whole nother. They were on another level of their own, because that's a complete separate art, but it's also something you're gonna have to pay a lot for.
Yeah, videos, man, that's a huge one. I know a few artists out here that do their own videos, and I would say, well, first of all, if you're good at it, do it. Like, don't
spread yourself.
Don't do it if you suck.
Don't do it for the sake of doing it either.
Trying to save money.
Don't try to save money. Like no, like we like drop. You gotta drop money in this industry,
or take it seriously.
Yeah. So like. Yeah, don't just come in like, oh, I directed my own video just to save it. Yeah.
You pay for a $10 video, you're gonna get a $10 video.
Yeah, your beats just like just poking cardboard. Yeah. Yeah. Like you didn't even buy Logic Pro. Like you used GarageBand to make that still. Like you didn't even drop the $100 to upgrade. Yeah, don't like do it yourself is cool, but like. There's a role for everybody in this industry. I keep
a lot of people get twisted because it's like they're like, why am I not upgrading? Because it's like you're like a lot of people don't want to spend the money to invest in themselves.
Yeah, but
and then like
mindset too. Like there's
it's like it's like personally as a producer, it's like I don't need no much. I don't need a lot. Like I'll literally in Texas in the sticks. With my laptop and the smallest keyboard you can imagine, making hits just off the tiniest keyboard, sitting on a couch. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot to create
Yeah.
Like, you know, like so like a lot of people like try to make things so complicated, but it's not. It's just trust the process, trust that process, and just like, you know, feel your soul and your heart, and like,
and also just kind of find what you need to create.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you definitely like your atmosphere needs to be right. Like personally, like I told a couple other people, like is like why can't you make music right now? It's like, well, I can. It's gonna sound different if I create it in front of you versus me creating it by myself. Like it's like, because I had my homeboy the other day. He's like, do something like this. I was like, you need to walk away for 10 minutes and give me 10 minutes. And then he came back 10 minutes. And I was like, he's like, holy crap. I was like, yeah, you see, you don't push me. like you're a vocalist. Like stay in your lane. Like I make my beats, like, you know, like I know, you know, so it's like the atmosphere and the environment, like when it comes to creating, is super important. Like you have to be comfortable.
Man, this conversation is flying by, gentlemen. It's already 10:52.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna go ahead and squeeze in one more song right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, and coming at you from England of all places, where Marshall is. Little Silva hooking up with Sampha on this joint. It's called Backwards right here on
Samba.
Soundbar?
Sampha.
You go to the Sandbar, please.
All right, anyway, however you pronounce it, it's Little Silva and Sampha Backwards on Rainier Radio Fresh Juice.
It's backwards how you cyclone me. Sinkhole, black hole, control me. It's backwards, I'm moving slowly. It's backwards, you say it's softly. Restricted by a ton of phrase. Conflicted, not by what you say, but how you say it. Oh, and I need it. No, I don't need that C4. Explosive, but still I keep coming for more. Yeah, it's backwards how you cyclone me. Sinkhole, black hole, control me. It's backwards, I'm moving slowly. It's backwards, you say it's so. Why feel like I can't ever tell a soul? Why feel like I can't ever break this mold? Why feel like all of this is set in stone? Why feel like it's too late to telephone and talk about it like we're adults? But the child of me can't let it go. The child of me is not responsible for all the hurt that you've ever known. That shotgun and you let it go. Like anytime you feel vulnerable, can't tolerate, you're uncomfortable. You can't tolerate the uncomfortable. It's backwards how you cyclone me. Sinkhole, black hole, control me. It's backwards, I'm moving slowly. It's backwards, you say it's slowly. It's backwards how you cyclone me. Sinkhole, black hole, control me. It's backwards, I'm moving slowly. It's backwards, you say it's slowly. It's already
Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, Little Silva from England, featuring Sampha backwards on Rainier Avenue Radio.
That is Sampha. Yeah, he's on a few Drake joints. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I pronounced it right, but anyway. Thank you to our guests for joining us live. Caleb Brown, artist manager, and Jamwell Sackson, promoter, producer, DJ. One at a time, gentlemen, if there's anything else you want to say before we bounce. Jamwell, you go first.
I just would like to say thank you for having me on again, and I appreciate all of this intelligent conversation, and I've gained some stuff from learning from Caleb and his experience and stuff like that. It's been awesome. I would like to come back on it. I would like to come back and tap in after it gets some more stuff done.
Got to do that, man.
And be nice to each other. Be nice to each other, and just
for real though.
Drop knowledge on the youngins, and bring uplift each other. You know what I mean? That's all I'm all about.
Spread love.
Yep, that's all I got to say.
What you got, Caleb?
I mean, I could give you all the creative advice in the world and give you all this management seminar and I could talk for weeks about the industry and all the nuances of it, but just stick to your at the end of the day, you've got to know your role in this business and that there's a role for everyone in music, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a nerd, whether you're an artist, whatever you do, music is for music is for everyone.
There's a lane for everybody, really.
Absolutely,
really
man.
If that's
for real though,
lesson from tonight, that definitely is.
Music is
that's
for
good.
everyone. The other thing I want to say while I'm here, because I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I got a platform to say this tomorrow." Is that it's been about a year and a half since the protest ended in Seattle.
Yes,
Black Lives Matter, and it's we're coming up on 2 years since George Floyd died. Yeah. And it's not Black History Month. It's not trending. But can I just say in the middle of April, while it's not trending, that Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Still, it's not trending.
Every month for sure.
It's a thing every month, and these problems are still here. And I've seen crazy racism the past couple of weeks, and I don't know what's going on. But I just want to say on a public platform in the middle of April that Black Lives Matter. And support Black-owned business, support Black culture and art, because without Black creativity, this world does not exist. This music industry doesn't exist. And I just want to say that on the platform. And
every month.
Well said.
Always.
One another, man.
All right. Well, we got 1 minute to wrap things up. I'm actually a couple minutes over, but next week on the program, we got a trifecta coming to the studio from Bremerton. Nick Norton, Jordy Sam, and VZ joining us live.
Triple threat.
Actually, that's 420, not 413. That needs to get fixed. But
that's the celebration.
The show.
420, and that'll be VZ, Jordy Sam, and Nick Norton from Bremerton. Join in next Wednesday at 9 p.m. As always, join the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/FreshJuiceMedia. Follow us on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. Get the Spotify playlist at Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Archives, mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcasts. You can also listen to the rerun on Rainier Avenue Radio this Saturday at 10 p.m. of this show. And keep sipping that fresh juice tonight with some delicious Cold Peak Real Brewed Lemon Infused Tea.
Sip it.
Bless. And the Neon Ghost Show is next. All right.